last week I was diagnosed with ADD, or Adult Attention Deficit Disorder. Basically I was given Adderall to take, and it's been 1 week and starting the second week on it, and I can tell a difference with it, honestly, but at the same time I still feel like I'm getting distracted just the same way as I was before. So what do you think? You think the medicine's not working, or should give it more time?
Well, you definitely need to give it more time. Medicine takes a while to get started and kick in. But, and that sounds like a biological component to your personality. And with the medicine, it will help ease everything over time. But I don't want it to, or the AED to hold you from furthering the rest of your career. Keep going. You can do this, okay? How are things going with your personal life?
Personal life, basically let's start with dating. Anytime I go out to a restaurant or just hanging out with a guy or whatever, in public, it just seems like it's constantly eavesdropping on other people's conversations around me instead of paying attention to that guy. And it's not that he's not interesting or that he's boring, it's just, I guess, the people that are sitting around me, their conversations more, I guess, better to listen to than the one that he and I are having.
I understand. The difficulties you're having with your attention, because you're not confident in what you do, it's just contributing to cognition as well, cognitive problems. However, like I said before, the Adderall will kick in, give you a few weeks, let your body adjust to it. Any of you have experience?
I saw you in Beverly Hills the other night at a few parties, and I had no idea that you were dealing with ADD. Like, I know that myself, I was interviewed by Good Morning America the other day, and they were just harassing me and saying that I was addicted to plastic surgery. But for me, I think if I were addicted, I would have gotten all of these surgeries over a period of time. But the way that I did it, I got 10 in one day. Do you think that's an addiction?
Well, Heidi, from an interactionist perspective, it sounds like you're coping with your predisposition and the situation. You're trying to cope with the media and press, and there's a lot going on for you. But as far as being addicted, you do show some components of that, and it may show up a little bit later on. It also sounds like you've developed a body dysmorphic disorder, which means you have an unrealistic perception of your features caused by insecurities. What do you think about that?
Well, Dr. Horney, I was teased as a child, so that has a little bit to do with it. My ears, I wasn't comfortable with them. They stuck out a little too much, so they were pinned back during one of my procedures. But overall, it may have been my internal locus of control that led me to get all these surgeries because, I want to put on the best face that I can for my fans, and I want to, look the best that I can for them. But overall, after, the wrapping of the hills, I realized that all that I have going for me is my looks. So, to get these surgeries, I just want to look the best that I can. But as far as my career goes, I'm trying to get into the music industry now.
Oh, well, wonderful. Good for you. Maybe Lady Gaga can give us some tips.
Well, I feel like as if with all these procedures that you're taking, maybe you can relate to my album. Because my latest album, Born This Way, basically talks about how you should be happy with the self that you were born in, and you shouldn't alter yourself in any type of way. And I think that you may need to become more familiar with the humanistic perspective from psychology, which is basically stating that you are in control of your personal belief, and you should be free to display your identity in any type of aspect that you would want to, rather than reacting to a certain environmental stimuli. Like, you say that you're doing this for your fans, but I think your fans would be just as happy with yourself if you were actually identifying with your true self and not that this perceived person that looks a certain type of way. Because I get a lot of negative and positive feedback with my attire. Like, some days I wake up and I just let my head take control and I do anything that I want to. So I feel like it's never too late to harness your confidence and say that you were born this way.
Well, Gaga, you mentioned the humanistic psychological perspective, and my boyfriend, Eric Fromm, he's a humanist psychologist, and he would definitely say that you've achieved self-actualization, so good for you. What about you, Dexter? How are things going?
Well, Doctor, as you know, I'm a blood splatter analyst for the Miami Metro Police Department, and I've been working on a case of the ice truck killer. And he's a man who drains his victims' bodies' blood and cuts up the pieces and arranges them in different varieties of ways. And what I found is that he's actually my biological brother. And my entire life, I've lived in darkness, and my eyes have become adjusted to this darkness, and it has become my world. But my brother has shined a light on myself, and now I'm blind. He, through leaving his body parts in different areas that are relevant to me, I have come to find out that I have repressed memories of being locked in a crate and witnessing my mother's murder. And that for being left there for 2 days, it's caused major psychological harm to me. What do you think?
Well, Dexter, if I could jump in for a second, it looks like from the neo-analytical perspective, you experienced a basic anxiety after being left alone for 2 days in the crate. And in order to deal with that, you adopted an aggressive style. And it also damaged your real self. And once your father adopted you, he helped you rebuild your real self, and he taught you strategies in order to help you cope with that aggressive style.
It seems like you've internalized my philosophy, so that's wonderful. But Dexter, I would like to talk to you about Freud's psychoanalytic perspective. Basically, you've used a defense mechanism called repression. You've repressed these memories by seeing your brother and going through all of that, you've been triggered, and now we're beginning to have some of these memories again. Also, being 3 at the time, you've become fixated at the anal stage, and this is the trauma caused by seeing your mother's murder and being left in the crate of blood for over 2 days has caused you to develop an abnormal superego. Thus, your need to control blood, which you perceive as waste. It's what gives you power. What do you think about it?
Well, I've taken all y'all's input, and I really think I can learn from it. I can apply what y'all have said to my own life, and I really think it'll help me cope with my desire to kill people. Dr. Horney, how was your week?
Well, Dexter, it's been a really busy week. As you all know, I've just moved here. It's been about 6 months since I've moved from Chicago to New York, and I'm already filled to the brim with patients. And a group of psychologist friends and I have started a new club. It's called the Zodiac Club. And traditional psychologists do not like us. They call us the renegades because we believe that social and cultural influences are just as important, or maybe even a little more important, than infantile sexual urges on personality development. So they don't like us at all. But I kind of like that they call us the renegades. Sometimes you have to fight back. You have to go against it, especially as a woman. I mean, we have to overcome biological and cultural societal pressures to keep us in some certain roles. So, anyway, Freud, he thinks we women envy a little tiny penis, but I can get that anytime I want. Just, ask my boyfriend from any of my other lovers, as a matter of fact. No, what we really want is all the power you guys have. If you guys won't share, then we'll just have to take it. And to think, back in Germany, I thought that Freud's way was the only way. Wow, moving to the United States is really open.
You know, Doc, Freud would say that all those men you've been seeing are just stand-ins for that penis envy thing you were talking about.
From another perspective, Julian Rotter would say that you're exhibiting an internal locus of control. Basically, she believes that you have the power to change things you want to change under your own control.
Wow, well, both of you are probably right, but enough about me. All of you are making excellent progress. So if there's nothing anyone